Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 17 of the Irish Whip podcast. I think it's 17.
We should start putting question marks on every episode title.
It might be time to just stop announcing the episode number because I'm running out. Oh, no, we'll stop announcing the episode numbers when we get to 30.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Ben, accompanied as always by my co-host, Aaron.
Yeah.
This week, we have a bonanza of news. Jump right into the biggest thing. Smackdown is going live from July 19th. An important day in Irish history, as we all know. The day that Father Ted went on holiday. And we're getting a brand split.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about this, Darren?
I don't like the brand split.
Because you have memories of the last time they did it.
And they don't have enough wrestlers.
They don't.
They've got 20 wrestlers right now, basically.
I went through and they have, like, on the main roster, they've got about 50.
Yeah.
Like, legit. I think that's including the women.
Like, on one side, wrestlers who didn't get much of a push will probably get a bit of a push now because they're going to have to write for everybody. But at the same time, the last brand split was terrible. And I doubt they've fixed themselves within the last 10 years since the brand split.
The last brand split grew to be terrible, to be fair. In the first couple of years, we got the SmackDown 6. We got Eddie Guerrero as the world champion.
Yeah.
We got
Ben was the Raw champion, wasn't it?
Yeah. There is, like, I have high hopes for the early days, but I can see Vince McMahon losing interest rather quickly.
Yeah, because, like, it means we have to go back to watching SmackDown again.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
Because
I watch enough wrestling per week as is.
It's like 5 hours of live TV.
Yeah, watch 3 hours of Raw. How long is SmackDown?
2 hours.
An hour of Lucha Underground and an hour of NXT. And that's not including if New Japan has a thing out or if PWG have a thing out.
Yeah.
If New Japan has a thing out, you add another 6 hours to that.
Early on, I think it's going to be good. But 2 years from now, I don't think so much.
Yeah.
It also depends on who gets put in charge.
Yeah, well, apparently, from what I've heard, is Cena's going to Raw, no, SmackDown, and Roman Reigns is going to be on Raw.
Yeah.
So they're going to be the two
faces of each company. Or brand, I mean.
Yeah.
What I mean is Vince going to be running both Raw and SmackDown? Or is he going to use SmackDown and put Triple H in charge of it as like a grooming him for leadership type thing?
Yeah.
Because if that happens, and this is just purely me speculating, if that happens, then we might get something good out of SmackDown.
Yeah.
But if it's Vince running both shows...
If Vince doesn't run SmackDown, it could be really good.
Because in the past, Paul Heyman was in charge of running SmackDown for the first couple of years.
Yeah.
And he gave a shit. And SmackDown was good because of it.
Yeah. Like, the one thing that got me excited when the brand split was when it was in its early days was when wrestlers would invade the other brand.
Yeah, it's always
like, I think, what was it, Edge started off when he would invade Raw when he was on SmackDown?
I'm not sure what started it off.
Yeah, there was some, I'm pretty sure it was Edge, but I could be wrong. Invaded Raw one day, attacking the main eventers. And the only thing I'm not excited about is the idea that there could be brand-related pay-per-views. Yeah,
I don't want that.
Yeah.
I think they might have learned their lesson from the last time they've done that, though.
Yeah.
Obviously, if there is brand-related ones, then the big four will be, like, both brands and Money in the Bank. But, I don't know how.
Like, what does that mean for the Royal Rumble? What if a SmackDown guy wins? What happens to Raw?
I think in the past, whoever won...
They got to choose?
Yeah. And funnily enough, no one ever picked ECW.
Yeah. Shocker.
For Money in the Bank, for a while they did like 2 ladder matches.
Yeah.
I think there should just be one Money in the Bank guy.
I think there should just be one championship.
I would agree, yeah.
And have the World Heavyweight Champion fight on both brands.
Yeah.
And if they've got a guy who can be number 1 contender, have it be one brand instead of both brands. Or sometimes have it as like a triple threat where it's like a SmackDown guy and a Raw guy versus the champion.
Yeah, they could do that.
Because like I don't want 2 champions, because I don't want 2 main events that are going to be the same caliber of match. Because if there's 2 championships, we're not going to lie, it's going to be John Cena's going to win the SmackDown one.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see like John Cena will get a main event, probably not the Roman Reigns. Reigns will get the main event, but they're going to be the exact same matches.
Yeah, I think my idea for like if they do 2 world titles, and as of today, I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Is that they spin off the program that Roman is having with Seth.
Yeah. Because
Seth never lost the world title. So their match at Money in the Bank goes to like a draw, maybe, or same thing at the next pay-per-view, which is... What's the next pay-per-view?
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank is next. The one after that, I think, is like Battleground.
Yeah.
So they could dispute the world title, and they just decide, okay, since we're splitting the brands.
Yeah. I have an idea for what could happen, but I'll leave it until we get into like the actual Raw review part.
Sure. But that's where I see the world title going.
No, I think it should just be one champion.
I agree, but this is what I think will happen. Yeah. Who goes where? Raw, I think.
Yeah, like if they... One thing I don't want as well is I don't want Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens on different programs.
Yeah. I think you're kind of pigeonholed into keeping them feuding if you want to.
Like if you split them into SmackDown and Raw, you've ruined the rivalry you've set up since Royal Rumble. Not even since Royal Rumble, since NXT.
Yeah. And they could go forever.
Yeah.
It might be a way of just getting out of that if they don't want them to feud anymore.
Yeah. But I want them to have like one match, like a SummerSlam or something, to end it, and then they can go their separate ways. There's been no gratifying ending to their rivalry.
Yeah, they still could though. Like even if they split the brands, do you think Kevin Owens won't just randomly show up on Raw or SmackDown one day and just slap Sami around? He
could, but yeah, they could do that
and do like a cross-brand thing for Raw and SmackDown. As far as guys like Triple H, Lesnar, Undertaker, I don't think they...
Yeah, they'll be mid-brand.
They go wherever they want.
Yeah.
If anyone goes anywhere, I think Brock maybe stays on Raw, but yeah, I think he'll probably always end up being on Raw.
I'd say we'd wait and see what the views are like for SmackDown.
I think what this is going to do is it might drive up views for SmackDown.
Yeah.
But 5 hours a week of live WWE TV, all it's going to do, I think, is drive away people from Raw.
Yeah.
Because 3 hours is long.
If there's one saving grace we could have is if SmackDown's viewership goes up and Raw's goes down, maybe we'll go back to a 2-hour Raw.
Oh no, if SmackDown's goes up and Raw's goes down, Vince will sabotage SmackDown. That's what will happen because he's done it before. But like if I was WWE, I would be saying to the network, like, live TV is expensive to produce.
Yeah.
If you want us to do this live SmackDown every Tuesday, you're going to have to cut back Raw by at least by an hour. And I'd settle on a 2.5 hour Raw.
Yeah.
I think that's about as far as they can stretch it for Raw. But yeah, Raw is over 3 hours normally. Like it's we say it's 3 hours, it's 3.25 generally. But yeah,
But if you include ad breaks, it's actually only 2 hours.
if you include ad breaks, it's 2 hours and a quarter.
Yeah.
But like if you're watching live, it's 3 hours and fuck that.
Yeah.
Early days, I think it could be good. I hope they don't split up the New Day.
Oh, God.
Because that, like, it's the type of thing I could see them doing to be like, oh, no one is safe.
Yeah.
And it's the stupidest idea possible. Teams that are getting split up, I think Enzo and Cass are going their separate ways.
Oh, man, I'll stop watching Raw if that happens.
Yeah.
I will legitimately stop watching.
I think that's going to happen, and it's absolutely stupid for him to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, that about wraps up
the brand split.
Brand split, I think. Next up, we have Cody Rhodes.
A bunch of releases.
Couple of releases.
Three releases.
Cody Rhodes asked for his release.
And he got it.
He got it.
He released a statement explaining that he left because they're not doing anything with him.
That about sums it up.
And he doesn't want his dad's legacy to be him.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be... He wants to be put in a position where he could be a main eventer.
Yeah.
But he feels he hasn't been given the opportunity, more or less.
So he's probably going to go to a different program.
Yeah, he has like a no-compete clause with WWE, and...
But once that runs out...
Yeah, but at the same time, he could just show up on Lucha Underground if he wanted, and they could try and sue him, and they'd probably lose. Because, like, it's his livelihood.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Also, he did ask for his release, so... I don't know. He's probably not going to go anywhere until his no-compete runs out.
Yeah,
so.
And Eden left with him.
Yeah, she announced a couple of days later that she is also heading out the door.
Yeah.
She is on better terms with the company than Cody, because they're not really happy with his statements.
Yeah, but she did leave for Cody, apparently. From most of what I've heard, it was like...
Yeah, and WWE are a petty company. They have a history of being petty.
Yeah. I mean, you look at CM Punk's wedding day.
Yeah.
As example enough.
If I was her, I would have got out of there as quick as I could as well. Adam Rose also left. In a statement on WWE.com, they said he asked for his release.
Yeah.
And he was released. So that's the 3 that have been released this week. I don't know if there's more coming. I can't imagine there's more coming with like the brand split.
Yeah.
Because they're short on guys. So I imagine there's going to be more coming in than there is going out.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan in his trial with Gawker. This week the judge in the trial of Hulk Hogan versus Gawker denied a request by Gawker Media to have Hogan's $140 million award reduced down to $1 million.
Yeah.
So if Gawker want to appeal from here on out, they have to take $50 million, put it in an account that cannot be touched.
Yeah.
And then they can appeal. So basically, if the $50 million thing is this trial is happening in Florida, and the laws there say if you want to appeal, then you have to put an amount into an account that you can't touch, that you will pay if you lose your appeal. But there is like a hard cap on that.
Yeah.
So if we go to trial in Florida,
over the potato Sheamus,
over the potato Sheamus, and
say I make some knockoff T-shirts, but Ben has the rights because he made it,
and then I sue you, and the judge awards me $150 billion.
Yeah.
You will only have to put $50 million in an account. So you're gonna laugh lightly and not be making any knockoff T-shirts. Or if you're going to make knockoff T-shirts, then you're going to have to pay me. What else is there? Depositions are being taken from Vince, Stephanie, and Triple H in the Concussion lawsuit being brought by Big Vito and a couple other people against
Yeah.
the WWE. Vince has to give a deposition either today or tomorrow, and Hunter and Steph have to give theirs, I think, over the weekend.
Yeah, soon enough. Within the next 3 days.
Yeah, I think it's the 30th, they said.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Be really interested to read the depositions.
Yeah, especially Vince's.
Yeah.
Because Vince really likes to lie about stuff.
I did not give my wrestler steroids.
Yeah. A look at Hulk Hogan. Does that look like a man who's on steroids?
Not anymore. He just look like a big old dude. Yeah, so more on that as it happens.
And in smaller news,
a lighter note, a happier note, ICW, a Scottish-based wrestling promotion, have got themselves a television deal.
Yeah.
They will be on Fight Network, and they are now available in 38 different countries.
Yeah.
So if you're in the US or Canada, you can check out ICW.
For people who don't know ICW, they're like a kind of comedic wrestling promotion from Scotland.
Yeah.
People have probably seen a video or two of them.
You've probably seen Grado come out.
Or some Joe Hendry video. But right now they've got like Kurt Angle signed.
I don't know if he's like...
Well, he's doing some shows with them.
Yeah.
Which is... And last summer, ICW sold more in the UK than WWE had ever done, apparently.
They... Not quite. What they did was do more than any other British promotion.
Yeah.
Because WWE did more than anyone ever in the UK, because they did like... I want to say like 85 million at SummerSlam in Wembley.
Yeah.
So they would be like the top, but they're an outside promotion. ICW, I think, did a couple of thousand and were the biggest British promotion ever.
They're a British promotion that are growing very rapidly because they've only been around not too
couple
long.
Of years, yeah.
It's the same with the Dublin promotion over the top.
Yeah.
They've gotten pretty big recently, and they're only 2 years old now.
They sprung board off the Father Ted night.
Yeah.
And more power to them. Good luck to any independent wrestling promotion that can put on a good product, get themselves a TV deal.
I've seen some ICW and they're very entertaining.
A lot of good wrestlers have passed through there.
Yeah.
I know Balor was there for a while. Drew McIntyre is there now. I think he's their like champion.
Yeah, he is. Mick Foley was there for their tour last year around England and Ireland.
Mick Foley will go anywhere.
Yeah.
Good luck to him. So that about wraps it up for news, I think. Which leads us into WWE Extreme Rules. Did you catch the pre-show?
No.
Right.
I mean, with such a card for the pre-show, how could I miss it?
You missed Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler versus Baron. That was the card for the pre-show.
I caught the dreaded dick kick or the low blow.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Because it was happening soon.
You didn't miss much.
My stream was very fucked up for Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
So I missed a handful of things.
I missed a couple of things as well.
Yeah.
I went back. I missed like more or less the entire pre-show, and ended up going back and watching it.
Yeah.
And there was
poor soul.
there was actually some good parts on it. Miz gave a backstage interview with some geek, and it was quite funny. And then Rusev and Lana were taking questions from social media with Tom Phillips.
Yeah.
And Rusev just fucking great. Like Tom was like, "Oh, we're joined by the challenger for the United States title, Rusev." And Rusev's just like, No, I'm the United States champion. I've already told my mother. I've called her up and told her I'm the new US champion. You may just call me the United States champion, Tom. And Tom's like, okay. So
I thought he stopped talking to her. It's nice that he regained his friendship with his mother.
Yeah. So after So after that, Tom Phillips was like, okay, well, we asked people to submit questions under the hashtag Ask Rusev, and we're gonna. And Lana's like, what about me? I'm here too. Why not ask Rusev and Lana? Are you not gonna ask me any questions? and Tom was just like, I'm just gonna ask questions. I'm gonna ask questions. Would you like to hear the questions? And they're like, no, I don't care about what these people think. I don't want to hear their questions.
I love Tom Phillips.
Yeah.
Tom Phillips is great. He's just like a punching bag, but he takes it in great stride.
And Tom was like, well, I'm going to ask you the first question. And Rusev was like, why not just ask me the third? Who cares?
Because Tom Phillips got a bunch of abuse at Extreme Rules, didn't he?
Yeah.
After the New Day match.
They stole his clothes.
Yeah.
First question was like, how are you going to deal with Kalisto's speed? And Rusev is just like, by crushing him. Look at me. I'm huge. He may be fast, but he has to get close to me.
Yeah.
When he gets close to me, I'm going to kill him. Next question was like, what does Machka mean? And Rusev's like, crush. Use Google. Just type in Machka. It's the first thing that comes up. It means crush. The next was, what do you like about America? And Rusev's like, Americans are lazy, so I'm able to make a lot of money here. So I like the money. Everything else, shit. And he was just great the entire segment. There was like the Dudleys came out at the start of the show, and they're like,
oh yeah, I did catch this.
Yeah, they were just running down New Jersey.
Yeah.
And Big Cass just came out and big booted him, and that was just kind of it.
It seemed like they were teasing Enzo coming back.
Yeah.
Because it was 2 versus 1, and for the greater extent of it, the Dudleys had the offense.
Mm. And then Big Cass killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
First match on the pre-show was Corbin versus Ziggler. It was just nothing.
Yeah.
Corbin won with a low blow and then the end of days. Highlight of the match was Mauro Ranallo selling the low blow. He was just like, oh, what a shot! Right in the plums.
Yeah, so what I asked you ended up being true. Was most of these matches were no DQ for the most part. The women's match wasn't, but everything else was no DQ.
I mean, technically it would have been no DQ. If the only way to win is to submit your opponent.
Yeah, but like they did have other rules in place for this women's title match.
Yeah.
But like every other match was no DQ, basically.
Yeah, more or less. First match we got Anderson and Gallows versus the Usos in a short match. Club. Let's see. They ended up bringing in like a ring bell.
Yeah.
Knocking out one of the Usos. I think they won with like the Boot of Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, just club wins, like we said.
Yeah, make them look powerful before they have to interfere in the AJ match.
Yeah, grand match. Nothing
special.
Not special. Rusev defeated Kalisto for the US title.
Yeah, all I caught for this was the camel clutch he puts on Kalisto.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
He folds him inside out.
It's beautiful.
That's all I really caught from this match.
There was a spot where Kalisto jumps up on the top rope and Rusev kicks the rope. And Kalisto comes bouncing down and he lands on the apron.
Yeah.
The hardest part of the ring. Did you know that? And they do a bit where the doctor comes over and Kalisto's like selling his back and Rusev just keeps coming over and just stomping on him. And the ref's like shushing him off. And I thought what they were going to do was have like a DQ. But eventually Rusev just like pushes the ref aside, grabs Kalisto, pulls him to the middle and puts him in like the most vicious accolade you've ever seen. And Kalisto ends up tapping out.
Yeah.
And Rusev's the new United States champion.
Yep. champion until Monday
Yep.
when John Cena comes back.
And kills him.
So I follow WWE on Snapchat.
Yeah.
They literally did an entire day segment about how great John Cena is. And I'm like, oh,
Fuck off.
tear in my eye
Yeah.
at the idea of Rusev losing that title all over again.
He shouldn't. He should be built up. Like,
Yeah.
with the brand split coming, I'm kind of second guessing Cena winning this title.
Yeah.
Because they need
Yeah, but
big heels.
we've still got 2 months until the brand split happens.
We do, but we have one top heel in the company, and he's not going to be on both brands. So you need to build other people.
Yep.
And the pickings are slim, but Rusev is a guy ripe to be picked. 'Cause he's
So
really
good.
good. He is really good. He's a monster, good talker, funny guy.
Yeah.
Really funny guy. And
looks like a beast.
yeah, looks good, works pretty well. Like, there's no reason not to make him a top guy. So yeah, Cena win the US title? Maybe not. Maybe not. Probably, but with the brand split coming,
I say he wins until the brand split and then drops it when he's pushed
exclusive.
over.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'd say that's what happens. And then they leave it as like an open contest for the United States, and hopefully Rusev wins it again.
Yeah. New Day defeated the Vaudevillains.
Yep.
Short enough match.
Everyone expected it.
Yeah, it was a team of Big E and Xavier Woods.
Yeah, we're changing it up this time.
Yeah,
Did you see Woods on Smackdown this week?
He was wearing like Big E's singlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doing Big E's moveset.
Yeah. Woods was really good in this match.
Yeah. People forget that he's actually a pretty accomplished wrestler.
For how good he is.
Who was trained by AJ Styles.
For how good he is, it's surprising that they don't use him more. Because...
Well, like, Woods likes being a mouthpiece more than he likes wrestling, it seems.
Yeah. At the same time, though, he should be in there.
Yeah.
Like, I think the eventual path that they go with the New Day is Big E gets a push as a single star, and maybe Kofi and Xavier stay together. Like, not necessarily break up the group.
Yeah.
But go in kind of the direction that they had with the Shield, where Seth and Roman were like the tag champs and Dean was the US. I could see them doing something similar with the New Day.
Yeah. Then afterwards, they just had a segment where New Day just stole Tom Phillips' clothes.
Exclusive on the WWE YouTube channel thing.
If you want to see the man of differentiating height lose his t-shirt.
Good enough match. Quite short. I think this only ran for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Big E was barely in it at all.
Yeah.
Like, I think he tagged in at one stage, got the hot tag, couple of belly to bellies, and did that like spear that he does that he should stop doing.
Most terrifying spear.
The dude is like legit close to 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And taking out those bumps, he doesn't need to be taking those bumps, man. On to one of the matches of the night.
The match of the night. Definitely.
You preferred this over the main event?
Yep.
Okay.
Main event wasn't bad. I just preferred this a lot more.
Yeah.
This match was a lot more exciting because I didn't know who was going to win.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the main event, I
knew who was gonna win.
I knew 3 weeks ago who was going to win.
Yeah. The Miz defeated...
Like, no joke, for this match, my heart was racing over all of the near falls.
Yeah.
And I really didn't want Miz to win because it was so good. I didn't want it to end.
that bastard stealing a win. The Miz defeated Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah. Opener to this was the best.
Where they're all standing in their respective corners and Sami Zayn just hoofs it across the ring and boots Kevin Owens in the head.
Hell of a kicks Owens, and Cesaro and Miz are looking at each other like, what the fuck just happened?
Their mouths just hanging open.
And Sami
Sami
Zayn turns around and looks at them as if he's saying, is there a problem with what I just did?
Come at me, fuckers.
Which leads to Cesaro uppercutting Miz.
And then we get the showdown of Zayn and Cesaro.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a lot going on in this match.
Yeah.
I think Cesaro was like the fucking...
I think Cesaro and Zayn were both MVPs.
Both up there. I think Cesaro ended up spending like the most time in the ring.
Yeah.
Owens spent a shocking amount just on the ground.
Yeah.
But like, he's a heel, so that works for him.
Yeah, like I'd say Cesaro was the top, Sami Zayn like one move behind,
like half a step.
Yeah. And Miz and Owens were just kind of there.
Yeah. Christ, there was a lot going on in this match.
My favorite spot was Sami Zayn doing an homage to him and Cesaro's 3-count match when he did the beautiful sunset flip powerbomb thing.
Yeah.
The like Canadian destroyer
looking thing. Yeah,
sunset flip to Cesaro. He like runs into Cesaro and makes it seem like Cesaro's lifting him up for a power bomb, which Sami Zayn flips over Cesaro and power bombs him himself, and it's beautiful to look at.
We got like a Tower of Doom spot.
Yeah,
with who ended up taking the biggest bump there? I think it was Owens took like and then Zayn and Miz were giving him like a superplex, double superplex, and Cesaro jumps in and hits the powerbomb on both of them.
Yeah,
and Owens ends up like halfway across the ring and ends up rolling out, and Cesaro ends up pinning Zayn, gets a 2 count, and then just hops onto Miz and gets a 2 count there.
Didn't Zayn do his like little back suplex as well? The one that always looks like it's a botched spot, but it's never a botched spot. It's the one he did to Owens at the ladder match, onto the ladder.
Oh, it's like a half Nelson suplex. Yeah.
But he lands the guy like, it looks like he lands them on the top of their head.
Yeah.
I think he did that in this match as well.
Probably. There was a point where Cesaro ended up getting the sharpshooter on Miz, and Miz tapped out. But the ref, I think, was distracted by Maurice.
Yeah.
So Cesaro hears him tap out, and he's like, I won. And the ref's just like, what are you celebrating? And Cesaro like, just gives him the dirtiest look.
What I don't get is how the ref didn't hear the tap.
Yeah, it's bollocks.
Yeah. Like, I don't like fuck finishes.
Yeah.
As is. But that one was the stupidest. Like, you could clearly hear the tap out.
Thump, thump, thump.
Yeah. It was as if Andre the Giant was jumping in the ring.
Ending came with the Miz taking, or not the Miz, Cesaro taking a haluva kick from Sami.
Yeah.
Sami going for the pin, and Owens drags him out, and Zayn snaps and just starts
pummeling,
just throwing Owens into the barriers, slapping him around, just kick him in the head. They end up fighting a bit down the ramp.
Yeah.
As this is going on, Miz
Snakes
crawls
his way
back
in.
into the ring and crawls over Cesaro for the win. I think the camera work, it wasn't so much the camera work, but there could have been a bit more time given to Zayn pummeling on Kevin Owens before Miz covered Cesaro.
Make them really far away. Like, put them on the entrance ramp or something.
Yeah, because they were just at the barriers just around the ring area. Overall, this was a great match.
Yeah, it's the best match of the night. Once again, Cesaro, Owens, and Zayn stealing the pay-per-view all over again.
Cesaro and Zayn more so than Owens.
Oh yeah, but
Owens is kind of there.
Since like the Rumble at least.
Yeah,
These three guys have been stealing every pay-per-view.
Yeah. So I'm not sure where they go from here. I think Zayn and Owens are in the Money in the Bank match. Is Cesaro as well?
There's 2 more matches.
He is. He beat the Miz. So the 3 of them are in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I have some ideas about what can happen, but we'll say that for when we're talking about the qualifier matches.
Sure. Next up, the worst match of the night.
Yeah.
Ambrose.
This wasn't the worst match. It was just so boring.
It was extremely long and extremely boring. And I would say it is the worst match of the night because it...
No, I wouldn't.
Well, you'd be wrong because the worst match that you're thinking of was mercifully short. Ambrose defeated Jericho after a 26-minute long slog.
It was that long?
It was 26 minutes, 21 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fuck.
To give you some perspective, like the Fatal 4-Way was only like 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
And the main event was like 21 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was ridiculously long. So it's this Asylum match. We were right on our speculation show.
Yeah.
You can't escape. Well, you can escape from the cage, but you don't win.
Yeah.
The only way is like pinfall or submission.
Yeah.
So at the top of this cage, they had a bunch of shit hanging from it. They had like a potted plant, mop, nunchucks,
a bucket with the mop,
a bucket, leather strap, and a barbed wire bat, 2x4. So this match didn't know whether it wanted to be comedy or whether it wanted to be a hardcore match.
Yeah.
The reason this match was so long was apparently there was a McMahon segment that was cut.
Oh God!
Like there was supposed to be like a 10-minute McMahon segment.
In that case, this match is the match of the night.
The real MVP saving us from a fucking 10-minute Stephanie McMahon promo.
Legit, this has just gone up in my books because it saved us from a McMahon promo.
There was a lot of like the nunchucks and the mop were all goofy.
Yeah.
And then they brought out the barbed wire board.
And shocker to everyone, they actually used it.
They used it, yeah. Well, like they used it on Ambrose. And this thing seemed gimmicked because like it didn't even stick to his shirt.
Yeah. But still, last time they didn't use it.
Yeah. The big redeeming spot of the match was Ambrose goes to the top of the cage, gets the bucket, and pulls out a bag full of thumbtacks from the bucket and spreads them out. And for the longest time, it looks like they're not even going to use them. And I must say they built to it perfectly.
Yeah, because my eyes were on those thumbtacks once they were thrown out there. Because
it's been years since they used thumbtacks.
As well, like, I'm a big fan of hardcore wrestling. So, like, I get angry when they don't use the weapons they put out there.
It's, like, I don't mind them not using weapons, but if you're going to show me the weapon, then you better fucking use it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's a hardcore match. You use the thing in there.
Yeah.
It's like I was saying for the Brock Lesnar-Ambrose matches.
They didn't use anything.
Yeah, don't have a hardcore match and then be afraid that the guys could be injured.
Yeah.
It's a hardcore match. They're supposed to be hurt. The well-being of the wrestlers is priority number one, but don't put them in a hardcore match if you don't want them to get hurt.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. If you don't want them, to get injured, don't do street fights or hardcore matches or shit like that. So Ambrose spreads out these thumbtacks, and they're sitting there just
tantalizing
for like a good fucking 4 minutes. 4 or 5 minutes. They're like teasing, throwing each other into the tacks, and Jericho ends up hitting a code breaker on Ambrose, gets a 2 count. They get back up, and Jericho goes for a second code breaker, but Ambrose catches him. And just chucks him down into the thumbtacks. And wins with a dirty deeds. Next night on Raw, they said that Jericho had 67 thumbtacks taken out of him.
It wouldn't shock me. His entire back was thumbtacks. and like his elbow was like 30% thumbtacks.
Like the back wasn't what got me. It was his hands. He got like a couple in his hands.
Yeah.
And that's where it'll fucking get you.
I don't know, the elbow.
Hands and elbow.
Like his elbow is bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah.
So fair play to Jericho for actually taking the bump that Brock Lesnar wouldn't take.
Yeah. I will give him a point for that.
Like in fairness to Jericho,
that was his first tack bump ever.
And like,
he doesn't need to.
Well, as well, he's done like hardcore matches he didn't need to do. Like he did the one with Punk we were talking about. And he would take fucking brutal abuse to get the other guy over for it.
Yeah, I'll give respect to Jericho for that. But this match just went way too long.
Yep.
And just didn't know what it was for a long time. Next up, Darren's least favourite match of the night.
The worst match of the night.
Charlotte defeated Natalya for the women's title in a submission match after Dana Brooke, who was dressed as Ric Flair, interfered.
Yep.
And when you were watching this and Dana Brooke came out in the Ric Flair gear and then took it off, did you know who it was?
Nope.
Me neither. Because she was wearing different gear than she normally was and had her hair different.
I looked at her for a second and I was like, is that her
Who
mother?
is that?
Yeah, I was like, is that her mother or something?
Yeah, Dana Brooke used to dress like in gear similar to Natty's.
Yeah.
Like pink and black. And tonight she was wearing like a green thing. Like a one-piece thing. And she normally wore her hair up, kind of. And that night it was just completely straight.
Yeah.
And she just looked completely different.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah, it was...
Terrible match.
Not good. Not good.
I'm legitimately not watching women's wrestling anymore until Charlotte is not the champion. I'm not watching women's wrestling anymore.
On Raw.
Yeah. I'm not watching it anymore.
You'll be watching it for TakeOver.
Yeah, because it's a decent wrestler in that case. Yeah. I'm not watching Charlotte wrestle anymore.
She has not won a pay-per-view match cleanly since the Survivor Series.
Yeah.
So back in November.
Yeah, so fuck it. I'm not watching the women's title matches anymore.
We've had the same finish for 6-7 months now.
Yeah.
So fuck yourself.
Yeah. I'm not giving them my time.
Yeah.
I could be giving myself lung cancer instead and I'd be enjoying it more.
Well, you can smoke and watch the women's match. So
well, I go to a separate room to smoke in my house.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm not watching Raw Women Wrestling anymore until Charlotte is gone as the champion.
Alright.
Like, no matter what, if she turns face, I'm still not watching.
No.
It's completely ruined for me with her as the champion.
Fair enough. Match was only like about 8 minutes.
Yeah. So,
mercifully short. Wasn't particularly good.
And it had all the opportunity to be good.
Yeah.
Because you've got one really good submission wrestler in Natty and like a pretty good submission wrestler in Charlotte.
Charlotte's fairly competent.
Yeah, but
as a wrestler.
Yeah, but like compared to Natalya.
No, Natalya's probably like Natalya is good. I think a lot of it's for me when I'm watching Natalya, some of her stuff looks a bit too rehearsed, if you know what I mean. And it's always looked that way to me, and I don't know why.
Well, there's no problem with it being rehearsed as long as...
Yeah, but even like every match I've seen her in, it's kind of like, it's almost as if she's thinking about what she's going to do next. And she's just kind of just not there. She's like, it's hard to explain. It's like she's
too busy remembering her next spot than doing the spot she's currently doing.
It's not even that, because like there would be stuff that they just call on the fly, but yeah, it is kind of that as well. It's like she's focusing on what's next rather than focusing on what's now.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being unfair, but
So,
that's always how it's appeared to me.
I don't know. I've always liked her.
I don't dislike her.
Do you know what was really weird as well? I'll say in this match. When did Ric Flair come into the ring?
Like right at the end.
Did he walk in through the entrance ramp? Yeah. I did not see that.
Snuck in there.
Yeah, he just seems to materialize when younger women are. When more than two attractive women are around, Ric Flair will just kind of materialize himself between the two.
It's just like Star Trek.
Yeah, because I never seen him walking down the ramp. He was just in the ring.
No, he walked down.
I didn't see him. I did not see him enter. I just saw him in the ring between Charlotte and Dana.
Yo. Hello, ladies. No points.
Yeah.
The main event. It's a fucking barn burner of a match. Roman Reigns defeated AJ Styles for the WWE World Heavyweight title.
In a Extreme Rules match.
In an Extreme Rules match. And they went extreme.
Yeah. Just like the last match they had, AJ Styles was great and Roman was there.
I think that's a bit unfair to Roman. No, he plays his part well. Like AJ Styles, like take Roman out and put in the Great Khali and tell me that match would be the same.
Yeah,
it wouldn't. Khali couldn't move half as quick as Roman.
Khali could still do the finish very easily.
He could, but like Roman, I don't think you're giving Roman enough credit, and I'm not.
I think you're giving Roman too much credit.
Listen, AJ obviously carried the match, but Roman played his part well.
Like, how many good spots did Reigns have in this match that you can think of?
Let me see.
Table spot.
Table spot was great.
Yeah.
Are we talking the back body drop?
Yeah.
That was scary.
Yeah, that was a great spot. What else?
Let me see. There was Superman punch when AJ's going to do like the phenomenal forearm.
Yeah.
And AJ just like bounces down out onto the. There was like the big what's it called? I'm doing the motions that you can't see. The Razor's Edge.
Oh yeah, into the powerbomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet looking.
Yeah.
What else is there? He took 2 Styles clashes and didn't break his neck. Props. That's 2 more Styles clashes than Yoshitatsu.
Poor Yoshi. That's all he'll be remembered for now.
The guy who got his neck broke.
And who was terrible at Wrestle Kingdom commentary.
Yeah.
Like, that's all he'll be remembered for, even though he's back.
Yes. No. Yes. I steal.
Oh, God. I don't care what people say, I really loved Yoshi on the commentary.
This match opened with them like brawling out into the crowd. They ended up like brawling around the crowd. They ended up over near the pre-show area.
Yeah.
AJ's on the table and like he hits Roman with a forearm, like jumping off the table. That was beautiful.
What I did like about this match a lot was AJ was very violent.
Oh, he was vicious.
Yeah, like he's a very offensive wrestler, but this was like a more vicious offense he had. It was great.
They end up back towards the ring, and was that when the table spot came?
I think so. It was very early, I think.
Yeah. There was also a spot where Roman goes to spear AJ, and AJ ducks out of the way, and Roman goes through the barricade.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Let's talk about that table spot. They're on the German announce table.
Yeah. I think what the idea was, it going to be like a phenomenal forearm again through the table?
I think
it felt like that to me when I was watching it.
So they're both standing on it, and I think AJ tries to put Roman in the Styles Clash, but Roman shoves him off.
Yeah.
And AJ goes back and off the table and over the barricade into the crowd. AJ jumps back up and starts charging towards Roman. So I don't think it was to be like a Styles.
It felt like to me that it was going to be.
I thought that was what they were going to do, but AJ ended up jumping up on the barricade and like running towards Roman. And Roman catches him and back body drops him over onto the English announce table.
Yeah.
And the AJ lands like right on his tailbone on this table. The live shot, it looked bad. And then they showed a replay where it was like an even wider shot.
Yeah.
And AJ was like fucking 12 feet in the air. Like legit, like 12 feet in the air. Roman fucked this guy way up over his head.
Like AJ is the real man that gravity forgot.
He is. And yeah, AJ just like plummets through this table like a cannonball.
Yeah.
There was another table that AJ went through as well, wasn't there?
I think so.
I think Reigns powerbombed him through it. Yeah, he went through like the Spanish announce table as well. Eventually they're both in the ring and the club ends up coming out.
Yeah.
Hitting Roman like the boot of doom, putting AJ on top for the win, and Roman kicks out. So then the Usos hobbled out.
Those cowardly Usos.
Cowardly Usos. They end up double super kicking AJ, giving him the big splash and getting Roman to pin him, and AJ kicks out. Finish comes with AJ hitting the Styles Clash. Roman kicks out, so
AJ loses his mind.
Yeah, gets a chair, starts fucking. No, that was he. I can't remember the exact order of events, but I think it went this way. AJ snaps. No, what happened was AJ then gets the chair and hits the Styles Clash on the chair, pins Roman. One of the Usos pulls AJ's leg, and this AJ should have been pulled out of the ring, hit the Uso, got back in and pinned him. But he wasn't pulled out of the ring. He was just pulled off Roman and stayed in the ring, but booted the Uso in the head and went back over and pinned Roman. The distraction should have been a bit longer, but Roman ends up kicking out of the second Styles Clash. This point, AJ loses his shit, gets the chair, and just starts fucking teeing off on Roman.
Yeah, Rock versus Mankind, I quit levels.
So the Usos try and run in to make the save, and AJ, like a man possessed, went on a chair genocide against every Samoan person that he could see. And he starts waffling the Usos.
I'd love the idea that there's a Samoan guy in the crowd and AJ gets on the turnbuckle and points at him. He's like, "You're next."
It's Samoa Joe. I'm not even related to The Rock. So like he's pounding Roman with the chair, and one Uso comes in. AJ waffles him, and he goes back to pounding Roman. And the other Uso runs in, and AJ waffles him, and he goes back to pounding Roman again. And
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And like, all this while, everyone was cheering.
Yeah. AJ drops the chair, heads out to the apron, and gets set up for hitting the phenomenal forearm. Roman struggles up to his feet and reverses. AJ goes for the phenomenal forearm. Roman reverses, hits AJ with a spear, and gets the win.
Yeah. A lot of people have a problem with this ending, and I do as well. But I just don't like Superman endings. Yeah. Like John Cena is the king of Superman endings, where he will get pummeled for 15 minutes
and then jump back up. AA 1 2 3.
Yeah, I really don't like them, but
to be fair, they both gave each other a lot. Yeah, back and forth. Like AJ was pummeled as well in this match.
I think that the problem is that AJ had such a big offense at that end. Yeah. Like, he had pummeled Reigns with a chair, hit him with 2 Styles Clashes, and then it's just a spear and that's the end. It would have been better if Reigns had a little bit more offense.
If Reigns had like caught him with a chair as he was coming off the top rope and pinned him, then maybe.
Yeah, if it was something else, like a spear from a guy who should be crippled at this point, shouldn't be as effective as it was. But I really don't have much of a problem with it. I just don't like Superman endings.
Yeah, this was the same finish to their last match as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, more or less.
AJ goes to the forearm.
Except it was a Superman punch the last time, I think.
No, he hit him with a spear.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, AJ was going for the forearm. Reigns ducked underneath. AJ rolls through, hits off the ropes, and Roman catches him with a spear on the way back.
Apparently spears are AJ Styles' greatest enemy.
Yeah. And Samoans. Yeah,
Man, that's what we need AJ Styles to have now.
The Samoan killer.
Yeah. Like, just killing Samoans.
Fair enough.
Bring back Haku. Bring in Rikishi. Bring back The Rock. The Rock's cutting a promo and AJ Styles comes out with blood tests. He's like, says here you're Samoan.
Gonna need to take your fucking head off. Put it on a spike with the rest of them. I thought it was a fucking great match.
Yeah.
I preferred this to the Intercontinental match.
I preferred the Intercontinental. I thought
I can see
both matches had very stupid finishes, but I accepted the IC title one more than I accepted the WWE one immediately.
I could see an argument for either one.
Yeah.
Both
of them had very weird finishes.
Yeah.
But I was so into the IC title match because I love Owens and Zayn and Cesaro. And
you weren't sure who was going to win.
Yeah, it was more exciting. But since I knew Reigns was going to win, the excitement was gone from that match.
I think coming out of this, so AJ Styles has guaranteed him a world title run in the future. Because, Jesus, that was fantastic. He looked like a fucking star coming out of it, and made Reigns look like a star as well.
Yeah. So we go into the best part of the match.
So Reigns is standing over AJ holding the title. Torrent of booze raining down. And then
the most confusing thing happens. People start cheering.
They start cheering, and the Savior, the CrossFit Jesus has risen.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is in the ring, grabs Roman, pedigrees him, holds the belt over his head, and that's the end of the show.
My favourite part of Seth Rollins coming out was the camera, because the camera was very shocking, because usually they would show the guy making the run in, but all we could see was the reaction from people.
Yeah.
And I distinctly remember there was one person in the crowd who was losing their fucking mind at seeing Seth Rollins back.
Yeah, because he didn't hit his music or anything.
No,
either.
He just appeared.
Yeah, just ran out.
Yeah, and it just destroyed him. And it was hilarious.
Yeah. Rollins got cheered out of the building. A high note to end the pay-per-view on.
Yeah. Jesus has risen.
Yeah, the CrossFit Jesus has risen.
And I said this to you as well. Rollins' new T-shirt is stolen from another punk band.
What punk band is it?
They're called 7 Seconds.
Okay.
His last T-shirt was stolen from Black Flag, which is the one I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
You can see the font on it and the T-shirt design. He is a big
punk guy.
Yeah. Yeah, because he did that Q&A thing recently, and every question related to music was a band I knew.
Yeah.
Which means they were all punk bands.
Yeah. It's I like his new shirt logo.
Yeah.
It's just like an S and an R in like a crosshairs.
Yeah, basically.
Raw the next night. Big story of that night was the Money in the Bank qualifying matches.
Yeah, all of them.
So the people who qualified were Kevin Owens,
Sami Zayn
beat Sheamus.
Yeah. In the weirdest promo ever that Sheamus did.
I don't like new guys. Bicar.
Did you get the idea that, because I did, that he was saying Sami Zayn wasn't fit to be in the Money in the Bank because he's a foreigner? There is a point where he says, look at him, he's not even from here.
Yes.
And I was like, Sheamus, mate, you're not from here either.
Yeah, he was basically saying, he's Canadian.
Yeah.
He's no business being here.
Yeah, and I was like, Sheamus,
You agree with me, don't you, Renee? Who's also Canadian.
Like, I don't understand that entire promo. I was so confused. Because it's
the
like...
family of Sheamus will be taking out a concussion lawsuit against WWE fairly soon.
Because I was like, why is he talking about that he's not fit because like...
He's a foreigner.
Yeah, the gist I got was he's not fit because he's a foreigner. And like 10 seconds later, we're going to hear from Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah. Zayn was the first true, was he?
Yeah.
Then Cesaro beat The Miz. Jericho beat Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
There was a botch during that match that could have gone badly. Jericho's going for his lion salt.
Yeah.
Crews is supposed to
catch him.
He's supposed to kip up and Jericho's supposed to plant.
Yeah.
But I think Crews stumbled when he kipped up.
Yeah.
And Jericho landed on his head. Kevin Owens beat
AJ Styles.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
I'd say they have an idea for AJ. What I think, I feel AJ could turn heel and attacks both Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns at the Money in the Bank match.
Maybe.
Because what was announced at this show as well is that Money in the Bank is going to be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns.
Yes.
For the title. Main event. And I feel like AJ could have something to do with that, leading to, like, what's the pay-per-view after that?
Battleground.
Yeah, leading to a triple threat match of Battleground. That's what I feel could happen.
Yeah, could do that.
There's a little story going on right now with AJ Styles in the club. Yeah,
before the match he had against Owens, he says, last night I would have won if it wasn't for the Usos and Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah.
And Gallows and Anderson come out and are like, what the fuck? The fuck, dude? And AJ's like, listen, I think we should go our separate ways. We can still be friends, but our business relationship is over.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you can't. You don't have it both ways. We're done with each other entirely. We're not friends anymore. And AJ's like, okay, and they head off. There's one other person in the match. Who was it? Ambrose.
Yeah.
Who did Ambrose beat?
I don't know.
Ambrose beat someone. Ziggler? Ambrose beat Ziggler.
Yes.
Dean Ambrose beat Dolph Ziggler to be the fifth person in the match.
Yeah.
On SmackDown.
One of my favorite things for the Kevin Owens AJ match is Kevin Owens shit talking Michael Cole during his match.
Shut up! I can hear you from here.
Yeah.
A sixth person was announced on SmackDown. Alberto Del Rio beat someone.
Yeah.
Can't remember who.
Who cares?
Doesn't matter, but Alberto Del Rio is also in the match.
Yeah.
And there is a 7th spot open.
Yeah. Which is probably going to be a surprise.
What I think is going to happen is they're going to put the 6 losers in a match.
And the winner could be AJ.
Could be AJ.
Yeah.
Because he should be in something.
Yeah.
Like he
should be in something that's revolving around the main event.
Yeah.
He shouldn't, no offense to the club and the feud they seem to be building with them, but he needs to be in the main event. He shouldn't be in some sort of faction feud.
What I think, let's just fantasy booking, but like with the brand split coming up, they're obviously bringing people up from NXT.
Yeah.
What they could do is have the club attack AJ some week and set it up for AJ and a mystery partner versus the club, and he brings up Balor.
Well, Takeover is a week.
It's the 8th, yeah.
Yeah, a week away.
And Money in the Bank
And
is like about 2 weeks after that.
As far as we're concerned, Balor should be going up afterwards.
Yeah.
But we said that at the last takeover as well.
Yep.
And look at the fools we are now.
Like, it's more than ever, I think, they're bringing people up.
Yeah.
They have to be. Because they don't have enough depth for 2 rosters.
Yeah.
So, if I was Ring of Honor right now, I'd be worried about our talent pool getting seriously fucking raided.
Ring of Honor will be nothing but Young Bucks.
Be the Young Bucks, yeah. But yeah, it was mainly Raw. There wasn't much else, was there?
Seth Rollins is heel.
Oh,
but people are still cheering him. Flair disowned her father.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, we got Arn Anderson on the show.
Oh, yeah.
He just hugged Flair and was like, do you want to talk about it? And Flair was like, no.
Yeah. That was,
highlight of the show.
That was it. The entire of Raw really didn't have much story going for it. It was all just qualifying matches.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we have like 2 matches for Money in the Bank now.
Yeah.
That's about it, I think.
Yeah.
Wrap it up there. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the Irish Whip podcast. I've been your host, Ben, accompanied as always by Darren. Our next episode probably be NXT TakeOver.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter at Irish Whipcast. Check out our Facebook and YouTube channels, Irish Whip Podcast. See you in the next one.